Let's now look at a single point perspective at a grade 9 level. Now, we have a solution here of what we are working towards. And the solution given to us, we now have to work it out as to how do we get it using these two views. Now, the first step that we need to know is that in perspective drawing, we have a picture plane. With the picture plane, we find a top view or an auxiliary view, which normally sits on picture plane, but in this case, it's away from picture plane. Then we have a horizon line. Horizon line, a line that moves up or even down, depending on the height that is given to you. That is your horizon line. And the horizon line is where we find a point which is known as a vanishing point. And how do we find a point which is called a vanishing point? We simply place our set square on SP line, then we construct a light line that goes to our horizon line, and when it meets the horizon line, we call that point VP. That is a relationship between a horizon line and the VP. Projected from SP to HL, we find a vanishing point. Then we have a ground line. On the ground line, we find either a front view or a side view. It's also a helping view that shows you how it's supposed to look like if you're looking at on the front view and the side view. Then we have these relationships between top view and station point. We have another relationship between front view and vanishing point. So let us start by saying that this is number 1. Let's assume that's point 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, let us do the same thing here. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm looking at each corner, each point. All right. Then it says, project the points from the top view to SP. When I said there is a relationship between the top view and the station point. Now, I'm going to start by projecting point 1. We are using a station point to project corner 1 up to the picture plane. Some draw this to the station point. That is also fine. However, in this case here, there is no need for me to draw up to the station point, because as soon as I hit the picture plane, then I'm done. There's nothing that will happen beyond that point. Then let me bring number 8. Let's bring number 8, picture plane. Just stop there for now. All right. Then let us take 1 to our vanishing point. Remember I said there is a relationship between the front view and the vanishing point. Now I'm taking 1 and I'm taking 8. So I'm going to do this step by step. But that's not the right position. Let's put it correctly. That's more precisely. Now, I'm going to bring number 1. It must touch point 1 going to the VP. So, I look at 1 on picture plane, take 1, project, and it must intersect with 1. That's point 1 there, on the one that going to the vanishing point. Then I have number 8, bring 8, that's point 8. So now I've got new points. Now, if you look at this here, 1 is joining 8. Therefore, this here must be the same thing. 1 must now join number 8. 1 is complete. Then, what is the next step? Remember here we have surfaces. We have a vertical surface 1, vertical surface 2, a vertical surface 3. We have a flat surface A, flat surface B, and flat surface C. All those surfaces are flat. This we will do last. Now we have done 1 and we have done 8. Now it means we need to go to the next one, which is number 2, and then we must go up to number 7. Now looking at this here, if we have that already, it means we need to complete a vertical surface. Alright, so how then do we do that? We then now need to take number 7 to the vanishing point. Number 7 must now go to the vanishing point, and number 2 must go to the vanishing point. Alright, now where do these lines meet now? It's 8 is going to 7. That's the position. It's 1 going to number 2, and that's the position. Now you then take your set square. We join, draw a dark line. Now remember, 1 goes to 2, 1 goes to 2 there, and 8 goes to 7. So that means that must now be drawn dark. That must be drawn dark. That is your vertical surface, the first one. Now let's do the second one. Now we have 7 to VP, 2 going to VP. But we don't have 2 and 7 going to SP. Then that will be our next step. Then let's take 2. That's where it goes. Let's take number 7. And that's where it goes. Alright, stop at picture plane. Now we need to bring down. Remember, we have done 1, the first one, which is number 1, the vertical surface. Now we need to do A, the flat surface. So it means we're going flat. So now let's bring number 7. 7, intersect with 7, and 2 must now intersect with number 2. Then join these 2 points. Remember, that's point 2 from 2. Let's join them. So join 7, 7. Joining 7, and we also joining 7. That part is done. So we have done A. So this is a flat surface A. Now we see that number 2 will become a vertical surface from this example here. Now we're going up. Now we already have that part going up. So now how then do we move on to the next stage? Remember, it goes up to number 6. It goes to number 6. Therefore, we need to take 6 to VP. Now let's take number 6 to VP. Number 6 goes to the vanishing point, and number 3 also goes to vanishing point. So as soon as they intersect here, that's number 6, and up here it's number 3. Then it means I now draw a line joining these 2 points. That becomes dark. Now looking at this case here, this is now a vertical surface number 2. I then join that, and I join that. So this is now a vertical surface 2. Mind you, I'm putting the circles so that it doesn't look the same as those numbers there. That's the vertical surface number 2. Now I need to find B. And how will I find B? Remember, I took 6 to VP, 3 to VP, but I haven't taken 6 to SP, neither I've taken 3 to the SP. So I must now do that. So take 3. Using SP, it must stop at picture plane. Using 6, taking 6, using station point, then take it down to your picture plane. Now that I'm there, then I drop. Remember, this is point 6 going across. Therefore, that 6 must be coming down to intersect with this 6. That's a point there. Then same thing with number 3. Drop number 3. It must go to point 3. Now I've found the 2 points, which is this point and that point. Now that is now joined. Now I need to complete by joining that and joining that. Now this is now my surface, which is B, the flat surface. I'm putting a circle there just so to make sure that it looks correct. Now if you look at it now, 6 goes up to 5, 6 goes up to 5, 3 goes up to 4, then 3 must go up to 4. So what is it that I haven't done here? I haven't taken 5 to VP, 4 to VP, so I must do that. So I'll start with 4, 4 goes to VP, and 5 goes to VP. Now I found the point which is 5 there, that is now 4. Then I draw a line using my T-square. Alright, then I draw 2 vertical lines, one that side and one on that side. So this is number 3. This is surface 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's surface number 3, which is a vertical surface. Now, what is it that I haven't done on top? On the top view, I have not projected 5 to SP. I have not taken 4 to SP. But here, everything is complete. On the front view, I then go to SP, place it on SP. Number 4, it must come to picture plane, and number 5, let's go down, picture plane. Now that those two are going to VP, it now means I need to drop this to number 5 and then drop this here to number 4. Now I need to join these two using my T-square. That is 4 and 5. Then it means now VP. Now I draw that dark on the VP, and then I draw the next line dark. Now I have surface C, a flat surface. Now the front view is complete. Now I've got to look at the side view, because there's something that is happening here. If you look at this point here, this is number 4, comes down, that's 4 and 1. So I need to drop 4 in line with number 1. So I need to drop 4, that's dark, and from 1 it goes to 4, but I'm using the VP to draw that. It goes there, and then there we go. Now we finish. We have this surface here, and this is your single point perspective. Mind you, this space here which I'm shading now, that space there, it means it's not touching picture plane. Therefore, on this ground line here, there will be the same opening there or a space. That means that this is not sitting on the ground line. So that distance and that distance will always be the same. Thank you.